Ugh, what is that giant? I'm gonna have bad dreams about that.
Let's leave everything and go traveling. See what tomorrow brings. It's only a choice away. Let's back up and leave today. Let's see what tomorrow brings.
So we had made it back to the main road from Punta Gallinas successfully, and we're headed south along the Venezuelan border looking for a place to stay the night.
Good morning from the road.
Good morning. Last night we spent hours trying to find a place to camp, and it was just, you know, it's like it happens a lot. You get to another town, but then to another town. We just kept going higher into the mountains, so then we came back down after finding nothing, not even really a pull-off where you could.
Everything was just fenced off.
Yeah.
All really, really pretty land, but
So we spotted a small dirt road, turned off on it, and there was a guy walking along in, you know, the muck boots, the rubber boots, so probably worked at one of the farms, and just said hello and asked him, is there anywhere you could camp around here that's, you know, would be okay and safe and all that? And he says, sure, and he kind of pointed out an area, so we went there, and then he walked by and he said, this is okay, but he goes, this is part of a path that migrants from Venezuela use. He goes, usually nobody, but like it could be someone during the night that comes along. And he didn't say it was peligroso or dangerous. He just said, you know, this is a migrant path, and he drew us a map in the dirt showing us where the migrants from Venezuela come. And so he said, why don't you just camp up at the farm where I work? So we drove up to the farm, gave him a ride up there, and then his wife,
4
two daughters,
kids, yeah.
and 2 sons, all different ages and stuff, from 9
all the way down to like less than
1.
a year, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Were there, and we just chatted with him forever. But he's an indigenous guy, so his background's the indigenous people, but he speaks Spanish and the indigenous language.
Yeah.
But it was pretty amazing, and just a super sweet guy. No.
Como dice hola, hello.
Sí.
Sí.
Sí, entonces el inglés, si yo hubiera estudiado, quizás hubiera entendido más.
¿Qué es un nombre tu otro idioma? Español y...
Guayunay es mi idioma.
Sí.
Sí.
Sí, es como el inglés.
Ah.
Se escribe igual que el inglés.
After a peaceful night's sleep, we awoke to these beautiful surroundings. And the kids were anxious to come check out Goose. They could hardly believe we lived in a truck.
Cool experience. Thankful we keep running into such amazing people at every turn.
Yeah. Very neat. And now we're heading more south. I'm not sure again where we're going to end up tonight, but...
Yep, not sure. We'll try and be in the mountains a little because it's hot down in the lowlands of
Yeah.
Colombia. So maybe a high desert or in the mountains, either way, but we'll see.
We got to get gas today because yesterday was New Year's Day and literally nothing was open, so we couldn't
No.
even find gas.
Yeah, you could get the jugs of gas, which are from Venezuela, which are probably pretty safe, but we need to buy like a filter because they'll just pour it right in. A lot of them have a little cloth filter, but the truck's already pinging on the Colombian gas station gas, so I'm a little leery to put in the Venezuelan gas out of like water bottles because because I know there's some sediment and stuff in it. So we need to buy a filter so we can fill up from these little roadside gas station stands. It looks like a lemonade stand, except they have jugs of gasoline in you know, water bottles and plastic
Anything that they
jugs.
can find,
Anything,
really,
any
yeah.
vessel, yeah, glass, plastic, whatever. So.
Yo te traigo esta bomba puertorriqueña.
Again, we struggled to find a place to camp. It proved to be very difficult to get remote in this area. Lots of locked fences and wetlands. We tried a few times to follow a little track to no avail. So we gave up and pulled into a little hotel to ask if it would be okay to camp there for the night. It looked reasonably well kept, and the owners were very welcoming. We enjoyed some cold showers that night, our first in quite a while, and dreamed of finding some higher, more remote ground. The next morning, we hit the road early. We wanted to make some miles. Driving in all these places, you get used to the fact that even on a seemingly major road, people are still herding their cows, and if you see anything in the roads, a branch, a rock, it is probably put there to warn you about something, a hole, or like this guy laying under his truck right in the middle of the road. He used a safety branch. It is never dull driving around here, that's for sure. This is where we stayed last night. Empty parking lot of, I think, paragliding place. So it was decently quiet, except that we're above the freeway, so a lot of trucks going through. This area was unexpectedly touristy, and any paid camping was pretty expensive, so we looked around to see if there was anywhere we could just tuck in for the night unnoticed, which we didn't find, but this spot was the next best thing, so we decided to camp in this quiet little lot right above the hustle and bustle of the road below. Thankfully, we had made it to where we wanted to be. Tomorrow, we would hit dirt again.
We're going exploring.
Yeah.
We'll see what we find. Today is not about making miles, which for the last couple days we've been just...
We've needed to. We
make
had to
some
cover a lot of
miles.
ground. We were just in an area that was so inhabited everywhere that you just had to knock out some miles to get to a more remote area. So we had 2 really long days, so we're excited to slow down a bit.
Yeah.
To explore. It's drier, it's not jungle, so we can find some more off-road type stuff.
Yeah.
So we're pretty excited today. We're
It was awesome.
Finally
I mean, look
getting
at
back to
here,
exploring.
I'll look at the road ahead right there. Absolutely amazing. So we're just really excited to be on some roads. We're going to go down through this and then up the other side of the canyon and have no plans to be back at any sort of civilization for a couple of days.
It's kind of hilarious when you don't have a normal house that we're dealing with, you know, credit card issues right now. Sitting in the middle of Colombia.
I'm on a hill where we just locked the hubs because we were spinning our tire a little bit going up it. It's just that steep. It's not like articulating rough terrain, but it is a gnarly random desert mountain we're going up. And I had service, so I've been on the phone with Citibank for a credit card that we're seeing charges in Colorado, the UK, New Jersey. Those darn Americans and Europeans, you know, with all the fraud. And she's like, now I see a charge from Colombia. And I'm like, no, that one's real.
Yeah.
And Panama,
Panama,
no,
that's real.
That's real. That's real. So that was pretty funny.
Oh, I don't mind what you want to do. You can live it up if you really want to. Take your time, let your body go. Find yourself the answer if you really want to know. Oh, I don't mind living outside. Oh, I don't mind living outside, yeah.
What is that? Giant. I'm gonna have bad dreams about that.
Don't you worry, it's not too late. I'll get up and go if you don't wanna wait. Same old story, different day. I'm not gonna worry if you don't want me to stay. Oh, I don't.
Our long hours of driving over the last few days were all becoming worth it. As we climbed into the mountains, I started to wonder if we had been transported to a movie set. Everything was picture perfect. I almost couldn't believe my eyes. It was just so dang charming.
It's never as hard as you make it to be. You're living in a bubble and it feels like a cage and you can't understand it. But una, it's time to let it in. You're giving into the fear that you're battling. I can't understand it. Oh, I know what you're going through. I don't ever wanna be a burden to you. Live my life through my own eyes, so it doesn't really matter what you thought you do. Oh, I don't mind living outside. Oh, I don't mind living outside, yeah.
I'm getting a nice chauffeur. I think I might grab a beer and just crack a beer and enjoy the view. It's nice being the passenger. This view is pretty epic.
Thanks for watching. Join us next time as we continue to explore the beautiful mountains of Colombia. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Very slow day, Sunday morning at the Burbank Airport.
Not too shabby, huh? Mountain, and there's a dog wearing a t-shirt. Okay. Colombia is awesome.